My next guest is a life and business coach. She teaches aspiring coaches how to lead themselves first so they can raise their voice, their vibration, and their vision. Please welcome Melissa Byers. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm here today with Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I feel amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited you are here. Oh my gosh, I just love your energy so much. You just bring me so much joy when I see you online. It's crazy.
It's funny that you say that because I know that I was just authentically sharing with you that when I walk in a room, I just know that like my zone of genius is just my energetics. Like people just feel into my energy. And when I did actually, and I know you're going to ask me a few questions too, but when I did transition into creating my private Facebook group, there was one woman that stood out and she was like, I have no idea what it was, opposed to like the knowledge and the embodiment of your life, but it was really just about like your energy. I felt into your
Yes.
energy and I was instantly attracted to it. So yeah, I'd say that's my zone of genius for sure.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I also get the same compliment. Like people are like, "Oh my gosh, Anna, like how do you do it? Like you have such a good energy." So I love it. So I know you are a life and business coach and you help coaches really lead themselves first. So what does that mean for you?
Basically, I started my private Facebook group for it wasn't necessarily for coaches. My one-to-one private container is more so for coaches, but I really just saw a lot of emotions, fears, and desires when it came to women wanting to lead themselves first. And that's what really was the transition for me, is why the reason why I created it. And I truly believe whether you're a coach or anywhere in the entrepreneurship, whether even aside from business, but just being a woman in general, is I truly believe that when we lead ourselves first, we raise our voice, our vision, our value, and our vibration. And I just know that that has been something that has been speaking to me for the past year. And it was really just finding like what it was that aligned with me and how I can really just navigate this in a way where women feel safe and they feel held and they feel seen. Because I know just even growing up as a child is I've always had a voice, right? The energetics, I was always very loud,
Mhm.
and I know that a lot of other women just as being children were told not to raise their voice, right? I know that's a big one for
Mhm.
especially being within my container. We talk about that. Like what does that look like, right? And it can feel heavy for a lot of people because so many women have so much to say. Right? We have
Yes.
so much to say. Yeah, in the most authentic way, but in a way that really just like empowers other women.
Mhm.
That was really the reason why I created the brand, is because I just saw that there was a need for it, and I'm learning and I'm evolving as I go, and I'm seeing and I'm learning really through my coaching containers and what it is that women need, just based on their, again, desires, fears, and emotions. But it has been an incredible journey so far. Again, I'm still learning, embodying, and from my experience alone, I'm just taking in. I'm humanizing it. Like I said, I'm humanizing everything right now, and just seeing what happens next.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. And I also say this a lot. Like I'm always growing, I'm always changing and evolving too. Like I'm always a work in progress.
Mm, yeah.
um and I love what you said about your human experience really has taught you so much more than pieces of paper. Can you go deeper on that notion because I feel like there's really some juice in here.
Yeah, my human experience. Oh my gosh, like where do I start? I would say, and I'll start more so from a place where what started me on this journey of life coaching from my human
Mhm.
experience and why I really transitioned into creating this brand. I'll go a little bit deeper as well, is when I believe it was, oh my gosh, 24 years old. And I was going through, it was heavy. I was feeling the heavy
Mhm.
feelings of emotion of anxiety and depression. And at that point in my life, I ended up being diagnosed with those two things, with depression and anxiety. And I didn't have an outlet. And I had no idea what to do, where to go, who to speak to. And I really lacked in the support. So, as a result, I ended up transitioning slowly into school. And I really just wanted to educate myself and just learn what this all meant because I am, oh, I guess you could say learner of life. I don't know what the wording is, but like I do love to learn through my experience. But what
Mhm.
happened in school in particular is I started learning about anxiety and emotions and depression and what I needed to do in order to move through that experience and just again normalize it. Like this is what we experience and it's just how we navigate through it and what tools we use in order to get to the next level so we can elevate, so we can take action towards our dreams. So that's really where it started for me. And what I found in all of that is that when I was in the agency, so I transitioned into school. Sorry, I was diagnosed, and then I moved into schooling to get educated, and I ended up embodying it. And then after that, that's when I really leaned into the agency and just learning about other women and how to empower them. And there was a lot of rules and regulations, right? Especially if you're working in an agency. And kudos to social workers, by the way. Like it is, it's
Mhm.
it is. It's a very difficult job that a lot of people end up taking home and not being able to release those emotions. But
Mhm.
what I found in particular is that there was a lot of gaps in the system, and there was a lot of gaps that I felt in like a micro level that I couldn't necessarily fill. And
Mm.
because I was in a position where I was finally feeling alive again, and I finally felt like I was on a mission in particular, again, to lead women through their experiences as well as normalizing it, that's what really just transitioned me into coaching. And I remember this actually distinctly, and it was just that moment I just sat on my bed and I remember looking up and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't feel me being within the agency is elevating my purpose.
Mhm.
And I felt stuck. And I know you could probably relate, and a lot of us can
Yeah.
relate to that. Yeah. And it's that, you just know. It's that like deep
Yes.
rooted gut feeling. And it's okay to feel stuck. I just want to normalize that too. It's okay to feel stuck, right? It's just like you're in a
Mhm.
resistance stage and it's just there to guide you. But I remember just sitting on my bed and looking up and I'm like, this just doesn't feel good anymore. And from there, I remember listening to a woman on a podcast. Actually, you may know who she is. Her name's Lori Harder, and I was listening to her and Alyssa Nobriga. And
Mm.
Alyssa Nobriga really just spoke to me. She was like, you know, when like that thing or that person just comes in your life at the right time.
Yeah.
And I found that Alyssa was for me. Like she was the woman that was for me and she spoke. It was her authenticity and her realness and the way in which she told stories. I was just so attracted to like her feminine energy, right?
Mhm.
And I ended up signing up for her course right away. Right away. I was like, I cannonballed in. And that was probably about, I would say, oh my goodness, 2.5 years ago. And that's where I really started learning about this journey. That's when I really
Mhm.
started embodying it and moving through the pain and knowing that life is a mirror and my clients were a mirror and really just taking it all in. And since then, I ended up taking her certificate program. I'm in the second round, and the experience has been next level. And it's hard to really like break it all down, but I'm just so thankful for starting where I started at 24 to where I am now, which is 34. This 10 years later.
Wow, what a journey. It's been incredible.
that was a lot to digest.
I love this. So,
Oh.
when you said life is a mirror, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I truly believe, and I'll give you an example of my clients. I feel like when they're experiencing something and I feel like a trigger in my body, it's like that overwhelming sensation. It means it's a wake up call for me. It means that there's
Mm,
something that I need to learn from their experience. Because if I'm feeling triggered, then it means that I actually haven't fully felt through the emotions. Maybe I'm suppressing it, projecting it, deflecting it. And it's time for me to really sit down and do some deep dive. It could be like something that I've been holding on to as a child, for instance, whatever experience it was. It's
mm.
important that that I get to the root cause.
Oh my gosh, this is really good. This is gonna help so many people, honestly, and I just love your story. Thank you so much for sharing it. What would you say is your biggest piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs or people who are ready to take on this journey themselves?
That's a good question. It's funny. I had this question before, and there was like so many avenues, but I'm going to go back to my brand because I believe in it, and I believe that the
Mhm.
most important step is leading yourself first. And it's not just about personal development and reading all the books. Yes, that's incredible and it's extremely insightful, but the real work is in real time, real life, where you are embodying it and you are
Mhm.
moving through your triggers, but coming out in a way where you're learning from the experience. But that's what I would say. I would say mindset is the biggest thing, learning how to embody it, and then even learning from your experience, right? Like what was it that I needed to learn, and what's the next action step from here. So I truly believe that it's awareness, then forgiveness work, and then transitioning into aligned action as well. So yeah, just women leading themselves first.
Love it. I love that so much. So, what would you say, like, is the key to your success today in your business? Is there something that you shifted or something you did differently that really helped you see success in your business?
Yeah, I love that. So I know a lot of coaches in particular, because I coach coaches, is that they hide behind all the systems,
Mhm.
and they want to have the website and they want to have the landing page, and they're not really just showing up for themselves, because that's about embodiment, right? So I truly
Mhm.
believe that it's important to just start connecting authentically with people, right? But the embodiment work comes first, authentically connecting with people, seeing people. That I would say that's the biggest thing when it comes to my success. I know everyone's looking for this secret sauce and what's that thing that really just led you into being successful, but I truly believe it's ambition and it's grit and it's leading yourself first and connecting, like getting extremely resourceful. We don't need to hide behind all of the websites. Like I have a lot of people that ask me, like, "What is your website?" And I'm like, I don't have one. Like I don't have one, and I make like a good income, right? Like I don't have one. It's really just about me going first, women who lead themselves first, embodying it, and then connecting with people. So I would say that's my secret. I know people are looking for a secret sauce, or like you said, the meat to it all, but yeah, I would just say not giving up, and leaning
Mm.
into your vision,
Ugh.
100%. And like your vision and your mission is what's going to be the thing that just allows you to propel towards your dreams and in your action. And I know this is easier said than done, but just turning down the volume and focusing on what it is that you desire, like getting extremely specific, right?
Ugh,
And
yes.
asking, right? I love this. And asking, it's about the quality of questions, not the quantity. Because when we start asking ourselves quality questions about our vision and our mission and our values, then the ego will answer it. It doesn't want you to walk away because it wants to answer it. So when you start asking yourself quality questions and you sit down and you really just learn from it, that's where you'll begin to propel.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So, what would be an example of a quality question for you?
Could be like if you were to set an outrageous goal for yourself over the next year, what would it be? How will you know you've made progress on your vision, right? So it's really just about like diving into it.
Awesome. So, I ask this to everyone who comes on the podcast, and I know your brand is all about leadership, but I ask this to everyone. What does being a powerful leader mean to you?
Walking with the fear. I'd say walking with fear and moving through resistance for sure, because the fear
Mm,
obviously is the survival mechanism that wants to stop us from moving into our dreams and our desires. But what I have found is, even though I'm feeling like the thoughts that come through me, like judgment, right, failure, right, um, the feeling of not good enough, which is like a common one that I see in a lot of my clients. But when we move through that,
mhm,
when we move through that fear or walk with it, then we begin to build like a relationship with it, right? It's we're no longer judging it, but we're seeing that it's just there to guide us. It's just there to teach us. So when we build that relationship with it, we're no longer seeing it as something that's bad. We're no longer labeling it, right? We're
mm,
welcoming that part of us. And when we welcome that part of us, we just see it like as a puzzle piece. And I always give this analogy. There's like 100 different puzzle pieces. And when you start picking up the puzzle pieces and you start putting them in your place, which is the body, feeling the wholeness, and you start connecting it, you don't judge it. It's a part of you. That's how I
mm.
answer that.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah.
So our fears are there to guide us through it all. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, and it's just again, it's just like building a relationship with it. It's like money, right? Or it's like any like
Mhm,
building a relationship with money. I know a lot of people have like I'm not going to label as bad money mindset, but people have a lot of beliefs or misunderstandings from the past about money. But when you build a relationship with money and you actually like see it as a way in which it's guiding you, and it's not there to put blame on you, then the dynamics of everything, the energetics, everything changes, right? It's like not hiding behind your bank account, but being open to seeing what's in your bank account. That's an example. And if you attach that to your relationship, when it comes an example with communication is that you don't want to hide. You want to actually have a conversation with your partner to get to the root cause of the
mhm.
experience. So I would
Yeah.
connect all three of those as an example for sure.
Oh my gosh, so good. You are so amazing. I hope people tell you that often.
You're thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm learning to receive a lot more. Like I said, I'm there we go, student of life. I'm a student of life. I'm learning how to receive. So I will receive that. Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect. So, do you have like any last piece of wisdom that you'd like to share with our audience today?
I would say that life isn't against you. Life is really for you. And I mean that in a way of that again, it's like putting judgment and blame on life and living into the past fear, but seeing that everything is just there to guide you and to teach you. Things shift, everything tends to shift, and we just see things differently and we feel things differently. So just knowing that, and whatever it is that you believe in, it could be a higher power, it could be the universe, could be God, whatever it is, just know that it's not there to want you to drown. It really wants you to just learn how to ride the waves. That's how I would
So
say.
beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much. So, where can people go to connect with you further online?
Yeah, so my Instagram account is at melissa.k.byers. And then my Facebook is Melissa Byers as well. There's like a picture of me in like a powerful stance. So
Awesome. Go follow Melissa. She's so amazing. Thank you again for being here, for sharing with us. I'm so happy, so excited.
you're amazing. Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it. And I love everything that you're doing in the world. It's amazing.
The Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.